The Tigers and Guardians just played 3 games at Comerica Park in Detroit not too long ago. Gavin Williams, he pitched in the 4-0 win for the Guardians. He threw 5 scoreless innings, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, gave up 3 hits. He threw 100 pitches. We saw what Gavin Williams can do against the Tigers just recently. What does he need to do to have success when it comes to Tuesday's game? Because that's going to be a big one for him. It is Tarik Skubal versus Gavin Williams. It is the ace of the Tigers and arguably the best pitcher in all of baseball against the ace of the Guardians, the budding ace of the Guardians in Gavin Williams. What are you looking for out of Williams in Tuesday's game if he wants to have repeat success against the Tigers and hang with Tarik Skubal?
Yeah, I think he has to get deeper into the games. I mean, they fouled off a lot of pitches against him in Detroit. I think he's got to maybe have a better mix of his pitches. Early in the season, he had problems with control. He walked a lot of people. He seemed to get on top of that and tap that down. So I think he just needs to mix his pitches. Not fall in love with his fastball and just pound the strike zone. Just keep throwing strikes. And if he does that, I think he'll get some quick innings and perhaps be able to get deeper into the game.
We saw Tanner Bybee in the Guardians' 3-1 win against the Tigers. We are going to see him again on Wednesday. He's facing off against Jack Flaherty. Tanner Bybee, last time against the Tigers, 6 innings, 1 run. It came on 4 hits and 2 walks. He had 8 strikeouts. So 6 innings of 1-run ball for Tanner Bybee. He threw 100 pitches in that game. It's back-to-back pretty solid starts for Tanner Bybee. Obviously, he goes the 9 scoreless with 10 strikeouts against the Chicago White Sox, and then he goes 1 run in 6 innings with 8 strikeouts against the Tigers. Has he found something here, do you think, or maybe is he finding luck?
I think he's struggled all year. This hasn't been his best year, but Tanner, has finally kind of put things together. He's a tinkerer. He changes stuff from start to start. He's always, he takes deep dives into every start, and maybe I think he might go down a rabbit hole or two, but I think he was more aggressive against the Tigers. And that really worked out well for him with his fastball. Instead of, he had a tendency to, when he gets ahead 0-2, he'll make a mistake and give up a big hit. But he was really aggressive in that regard against Detroit, and it worked. And I think the last few starts, he's done that.
The Tigers are going to see Parker Messick in Thursday's series finale. And man, oh man, that could be a massive game between the Tigers and Guardians on Thursday. And it's going to be Parker Messick, who he's just a rookie. He just got here. I mean, this is a guy who has, yes, a 2.08 ERA in 6 starts in his MLB career, 5 walks, 31 strikeouts in 34 2/3 innings. The guy can throw the ball. He's been very successful so far this season. What do Tigers fans need to know about Parker Messick? And do you think he's ready to handle what could be maybe the biggest game of the season for the Guardians?
Yeah, I mean, he's a polished kid, very, he's poised. He's poised on the mound. He's really aggressive in his pitching style. He doesn't overpower anyone, but he throws a lot of strikes. And if he gets ahead of you, yeah, he has a real good chance of putting you away. And, he likes to, if they give him an early lead, he really likes to take advantage of that, to put the pressure on the hitter, to make those hitters, make weak contact. He's an interesting guy, and I would think he's really confident as well. But this will be a test for him, no doubt about it. Like you said, he's got 5 or 6 starts in the big leagues, and at AAA, he's better in the big leagues than he was at AAA. So I guess at least his numbers are. So I guess that's a sign of progress, or that he was impatient. He couldn't wait to get here.